Hi, everyone. I have watched your part two quality projects today and have provided feedback for you in the rubric in Blackboard. This is one of those really interesting assignments for me to grade because I really do get to get a good idea about what's going on in your organization, and more importantly, what your thoughts are and what your experiences are in your organization related to quality. We know that as we have moved to a value-based healthcare economy, that quality and how we measure quality is shifting every day, and that our attention to quality and the outcomes of that quality and how we measure quality is becoming more and more complex. It is so important that you understand quality initiatives in your organization, and equally important, your role as a nurse leader in influencing them and the outcomes and a culture of quality that ultimately can be measured. Lots of great ideas. I had several of you comment that this was one of the more challenging assignments that you had done. I think quite a few of you were praying over it, basically praying for it to be over. My hope is that this assignment asked you to do something different, to use innovative technology, which may have been different, and to really make you think and analyze your current practice environment. One of the things I think that we as nurse leaders need to do is we need to role model the use of innovation. And sometimes academic technology is a way to push you out of your comfort zone. Being able to do something like a voice over PowerPoint and navigate all the multiple steps. My hope is that it was a stretching exercise, that it had a little complexity to it, but my hope is that that it stretched you, but it didn't break you, and that a bubble bath, a good cup of tea, and a cupcake fixed any stress that you experienced from trying to navigate the complexity of this assignment. I'm very pleased with the majority of the outcomes. So a job well done. And if you take knowledge from it and it builds your toolbox and how you approach quality, then I see that as a big win. So well done. Okay, so next week you have your practicum log number 2 due, and you have your reflective exercise number 3. As you begin your practicum log number 2, make sure you go in and verify that your time logs are correct. Before you enter your practicum log for 2, just double check your time logs. Also read the feedback that you were provided from log 1 and make appropriate adjustments as needed as you go into your work for this week. Your reflective exercise. This does require some references, and it is an APA format, but the great thing about this is you get your jumping off point are your own experiences. We're going to ask you to go in and look at the sub-themes of O'Brien's servant heart, servant leadership. And it really does deal with what it means to be fully present in a servant role while we're caring for others. For me, it's one of the assignments I really look forward to grading because it tells me so much about your worldview and your biblical worldview and your experiences as a Christian as a Christian nurse. So for me, it really does tell me a lot. It tells me your story, especially your professional story. So I appreciate your thoughtfulness in this approach. I'm going to remind you that it does require some references, that your organization of this paper, this is a great time to practice using APA level headings, the complexity, not the length of the paper, just the complexity, because you're shifting topics. You have 4 sub-themes, and then you have 4 questions that go with those sub-themes. This is a really good opportunity to use level headings. Level 1 and level 2 are a minimum in this kind of assignment. You may get adventurous and use a level 3, not required, but a level 1 and level 2 are really essential to organize your writing and to make sure that you're answering the questions that you're being asked. I think that's about it. I'm sorry this is short and sweet, but it's been that kind of week. I thought I was going to be a little bit later getting you guys feedback, just I had some meetings that chewed up some time this week, but as you can see, it's 9:40 on Wednesday evening, so it's been kind of a long day. But my goal is always to give you feedback as early in the week as possible so that you can apply feedback into next week's work before you get too far down into an assignment. Remember that the Ask the Professor link is there for general questions. Know that you can email me with private concerns or questions. Know that I'm here and I'm praying for you. If you ever get feedback that is unclear or you feel like is inaccurate, I'm happy to discuss it. I'm human, so it's perfectly plausible that I could make a mistake or miss something. Just don't tell my husband that. Just let me know. Don't be afraid to reach out to me. You're not. I know sometimes online learning can feel a little isolative and a little lonely, but you are not by yourself. I am here with you. I am walking with you, and I'm not a volunteer. So use your resources. I hope you guys have a great evening. I am going to go get a cup of hot tea and get ready for bed. Y'all take care.